Real excited about this one. I think it's gonna look really nice. I was a bit confused on where I wanted to go with this one as of last session, but I think I've landed on a color scheme that I'm happy with, that I'm gonna attempt today and see how it ends up. I've got made a mood board with a bunch of different color schemes of other paintings that I like, just that I found online. Just got a little mood board going, and I'm gonna try and make something with those types of color schemes going on. This is great, thank you. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, I have a new microphone, so it's pretty cool. Pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited. I think it's really nice, and I'm real happy with how it sounds. So I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. All right, let's do this. What is everyone up to today? It is Saturday, March 1st. This one is a commission piece that I'm working on. Get my paint thinner set out for me so I don't have to worry about that later. Doggo is taking a nap. So I think we're all good. Finally get to see your stream. Normally it's too early for my West Coast body. Yeah. I also just stream at super random times, so I'm sure that doesn't help either. Because I like to stream when I like to stream, and that's it. I just stream whenever I'm feeling it. Or whenever Shannon's out and about doing stuff. That's a big part of it, is if wife is home, she usually doesn't like being in the same room when I'm streaming, so if she's home, that usually means I don't stream that day. But she is out at a baby shower with her friends. Means I get to paint today. Let's see, there is some Naples yellow in this, but it's mostly like orangey colors that I'm going for today. Aaron arrives precisely when he means to. That's right. That is right. There's really no planning. I never plan for when I'm streaming. I just stream. That's all there is to it. Stream when I stream. So I'm just setting out my colors. I should have done that before. I'm just getting my palette set up. Because I didn't have the right colors going. Probably going to use quite a bit of loose oil paint for this one. If I knew where my liquid was, I would be using that, but I don't. So I'm gonna use this stuff. Oblivion, I'm so excited. I'm excited too. I know you've been wanting one of these for a long time. Valerie. Finally, I got a commission to do one, so I'm like, you know what? This is the time. Of Corey. Yes, always getting gout. getting gout again. Galct is the name of the medium, by the way. I'm not making some sort of innuendo. Alright, let's do this. So I want the sky to be much, much brighter. And the sun is coming this way, so we need this side of the painting to be lit up. Now that it's dry, we can just go in here with this yellow. It's like a yellow-white mixture. And we can just start brushing this on. And I would like this painting to be fairly, like, loose. Gonna be pretty loose with the brush strokes. It also means it's gonna be a fairly slow process. I'm gonna go in here and start placing in sky behind the tree as well. Because this whole layer is dry enough to paint on at this point. But we need to pretty much change the whole color scheme because what we had going was just not working for me. But by placing this yellow behind the tree, really we're placing it on top of the tree, but it's looking like we're placing it behind. Did I ever hear back from the football player? I did not. He gave me the old ghost. He ghosted me. I'll probably follow up with him. Your art rocks, love your canvas, thank you. Yeah, I'll probably follow up again, but I just haven't really had time because right after I talked to him, I accepted this commission, and so I've been working on this one for a while now. Okay, I need kind of a more yellowy color, orangey color, so I'm just gonna mix some orange into this. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, there was an NFL player that reached out to me for a commission, and it sounded like he was interested. It really sounded like he was interested, and then we got to the point where he was like, okay, yes, I would like to commission you. I am cool with your prices. This is what I want, and I'm actually going to buy this other painting off of you too. And I was like, sweet. And yeah, that was the last I heard from him. What is it? But that's just how it goes sometimes. That is just how it goes. Using this kind of orange color now. It's much darker. Douglas, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. I love that my YouTube channel is getting some views now. I just uploaded my first like well-edited long-form content video. And I'm really proud of it. I've made plenty of short-form content over the years, and I've made some time lapses that have gotten some views on my channel, but never really sat down and like put a lot of effort into a long-form YouTube video. But I did. I spent about 11 hours yesterday shooting and editing and re-editing and making the thumbnail, and I went all in. I'm really proud of how it turned out. So if anyone is in here and hasn't seen my new YouTube video yet, I would appreciate a watch. I'm just talking about scams, doing some scam awareness. Because unfortunately artists are targeted by a lot of different scams. And so I just go over like the four main big ones, and I tell you about how they work and what to watch out for and all that good stuff. If you haven't seen that yet, I would much appreciate going and giving it some watch time and learning something while you're at it. I did try to make it as informative and interesting as I could, teaching you the basic overview of how the scams work and what they try and do and all that. So yeah, I'm proud of it. Painting some orange over here. So you're telling me this message I have about being on a podcast with micro for 4K is probably not legit? Unfortunately. I actually had a friend fall for it the other day. He lost 300,000 followers on Facebook because he fell for the scam. And I was like, dude, don't do it. Do not do it. It's not worth it. It's not real. Steve Harvey doesn't care about you. Steve Harvey doesn't care if you're on his show. Yeah. Pretty sure Steve Harvey doesn't even have a podcast. He messaged me like 2 days later and he's like, appreciate the heads up, dude. Yep, I got hacked. It's beautiful focus. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I have a Sony A6500. I was actually really fighting with the camera most of the time, trying to get it to look good. I felt like it was still kind of grainy by the end, but I'm glad that it looks good on your end because I was real self-conscious about that. Kind of pink colors up in the sky. Yeah, normally I would just shoot on my phone. But, like, nope, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna make the best video I can. Did make me look good, didn't it? Shannon saw the video and she was like, oh, you look so cute, like a little YouTuber. Like, I am a YouTuber, dang it. I'm gonna be the best YouTuber ever. I could probably do this with a bigger brush, couldn't I? was a bit bummed because I spent so much time working on this painting the other day and it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. But then I was like, you know what? It's a good underpainting for what I want to do. It's a good underpainting, it's a good solid foundation, and we will work with it. We will get it looking like how I want it to look. They should get some of that red coming across here too. Morning, how's it going, Jamie? Good to see you. Get this lighting to. Yeah, it's too close now. Yeah. I just don't want the lighting to be in my eyes. That looks good. It was giving me a headache. I spent all day staring into that light when I was recording, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend any more time looking into this light. Because I have a lot to do today, and I can't be dealing with a headache. I need to work on this painting, and then if I can finish this painting, I have another one that I want to work on. Some of this orange up into these clouds real quick, just see what that looks like. Yeah, I want to work on my TARDIS painting later, maybe. What's up, Ron? How's it going? Get some of those like billowy clouds that go up. I'm just experimenting at this point. I don't have a specific reference I'm going off of for this one, so just kind of winging it. I have a couple of pictures I have pulled up as a mood board of like the colors that I would like to go for. But no like specific reference. I can just look at and be like, okay, what looks different? What needs to look different? What's up, Kevin? How's it going? I'm blending those pinks and yellows together. Right. Now the transition from yellow to blue, I do want some blue up in here as it gets farther away from the sun. And that's where we need that pink. We don't want any green in the sky. Green sky is what we're trying to avoid. Placing these little dots back here, it's gonna make it look like there's light shining through the tree. It's a really cool effect. If you already have a tree blocked in, you can just kind of go back over the top of it and add more lighting. Slightly darker pink for up here. You want that outside edge to be pretty loose. You don't want it to be super tight on the tree. I'll just make the leaves look a bit looser, more natural. It's kind of nice. Just a much brighter, happier sky. I'm gonna grab a different brush. I'll start splashing some light blue around just to see what it looks like. Just to see what happens, because I'm looking at some other pictures that look really nice with some light blue splashed around, and I just want to give it a go. Just Might ruin it. We'll just wipe it off if it looks bad. I'll need to figure out how to get it to mix well with that, maybe by adding some purples around the blue. Right now in its current state that doesn't look too good, but let's see what adding some purple around the blue does. First thing is I need more paint on my brush. Up a nice purpley color with a lot of paint. Not purpley enough. Better. Should add some really nice contrast to the sky. Looks wonky right now, but bear with me. We'll get there. Looks great, thank you. Glad you like it. Really having that pink underpainting makes it look pretty nice. A little bit more light blue. It's just gonna make the skies look super bright and dramatic. Reading, listening, watching anything lately? Nothing heavy. It's been I've spent most of my time lately just kind of in my office working on my art stuff, whether that be like streaming or working on a new composition or video editing. I've been really focused on the art stuff for the last like couple weeks, couple months really. But we're watching Modern Family in the evenings. That's kind of what we've been enjoying lately is Modern Family. It's just a fun, goofy show. The good old time. Last night I was playing Deep Rock Survivor. So not Deep Rock Galactic, but Deep Rock Survivor. That was pretty fun. Kind of a mindless roguelike game. Just kind of run around and shoot aliens. And nothing super interesting. But it's fun. I was enjoying it. Feels Dumbledore. Interesting. I just don't know why they're doing that. I'm gonna say, hey, love the work. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying it. I really don't know why they feel the need to make another Harry Potter. Just leave us with our nostalgia. Leave our nostalgia in peace. Go dragon, yeah. And your commitment to the show, yeah, that's bonkers. That is just straight up bonkers. Just come up with something new. Leave our nostalgia to be nostalgia. You don't have to keep profiting off of it. I mean, of course they want to profit off of it. The whole reason they do those things is to profit, but I wish they would just make something new. Like, okay, you want to bring Harry Potter back? Sure, make something original. Come up with another sequel series. People liked Fantastic Beasts. Don't have to bring back the classic. Hello there, what's up, Peter? It's always a little bit nervous to have the client in the stream. Like, oh no, what if they see me doing something and don't like it? Found out what this like blue effect is called. It's called Fresnel. Wow, it looks amazing. Thank you. It's called like the Fresnel effect. I don't really understand why, but apparently that's what it's called, and it's kind of fun. Add the blue in the shadows. Just adds a lot of like depth to the painting. That is way too bright. Turn it more of a purpley color. Not purpley enough. Just like with the sky, not quite purpley enough. Attempt to make it look a bit like cobblestones. Pretty good. Looks amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope that it just keeps looking better and better. Lighting on the roof back there. Don't want it to go too crazy with the blue because I do want some of these to be like pretty dark. Just a little bit. Dark purple again. shadows on the buildings. You're talented. Keep it up. Thank you. Much appreciated. Alright, let's get really crazy with this for a minute. Let's start adding some like super bright highlights on things, and then adding some yellows and oranges in between them. Make that saturation just really pop. We're going for like a crazy dramatic lighting in this one. Just because I thought that would be fun. Yeah. So, let's start out with the Naples yellow, I guess. Really, really bright yellow. A little bit of white in it. Thought I had a white out. Where did it go? You have some favorite places when you come back? Places you just like? I mean, Whiterun's always been my favorite, but that's just because of the nostalgia. Like, that's my first city that I made a home in a video game, and this Skyrim was really my first video game, like, ever. Besides, like, the basics, you know, Mario and stuff like that. But Skyrim was my first RPG. It, Whiterun's always been home for me. Highlight color. Alright, let's do this. Painting straight lines is not as easy as it looks. I'll pull up my reference once again. Exact reason I like the city you live in was my first RPG, and I control is the first city I bought a house in. Played games all my life. Nice. Yep, and that's why I painted Whiterun first. Lovely, thank you. View of Art says, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Looking for a reference real quick, because I want to make sure I get this right. Hmm. Oblivion. Chapel of Stendar. To get some closer pictures of this. Alright. Good. I pretty much had it how I wanted it. Good. I'd actually get into painting. Hold on. I'm just covering my chat. Uh, just went naturally, or was there some push that got you into painting, sculpting, etc.? Definitely didn't come naturally, but my mom did encourage me from a young age to be creative and artistic. My dad's always been an artist, my mom's always been an artist, and then me and my sisters were always artists from very young, early on age. So yeah, I'd say that was like my biggest push was just my mom encouraging me and dad encouraging me. But I didn't really start painting until high school. I took a intro to painting class through high school, and it was fine. it got me started, which is good, but I wouldn't say I like learned a whole lot from that class. It just got me painting. And so I do credit that class for getting me to start painting. Can't say I like learned a whole lot from that class, but got me in front of the easel, and that's what's important. Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game. Been playing since like 2006. It's so much to still see how much the games I love and still play myself. Also inspire others. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, Skyrim came out when I was 13 or 14 years old, and I'm still in like several very active communities that just love the Elder Scrolls games, and yeah, it's just really fun to see. Especially like the mod team that's making Sky Oblivion, that's pretty cool. Let's hope that they are actually able to complete their project without Bethesda shutting them down, like they always seem to like to do. You're bud, you're patient, talented, and you have good parents. I have good parents too, but they did not support me. And everything was just a waste of time, even forging. Oh no. Yeah, no, my parents were very, very encouraging and supportive all growing up, and they still are. My dad still does a lot of artwork too. My mom doesn't do as much nowadays. That she's pretty disabled, so. Dad's been getting into chainsaw sculpting lately, chainsaw carving. He made like a chainsaw sculpted tortoise. Really cool. Splashing around some of this really bright color where the highlights will be, and then I'll go in and add some midtones, and it's gonna really pop. I don't want to go too overboard with the bright color, but I do want to highlight everything. Kind of art do you do except for painting? You do sculpting? Is there something else you do? Like, I do everything. So I do, traditional painting. I can do digital painting. I can do digital sculpting. I can do traditional sculpting. I'm learning pottery. Um, do a little bit of photography. Uh, Blender, 3D. Uh, Unreal Engine. I do music. I play guitar. So I just kind of do everything. My problem all growing up was that I did too much of everything and I never really got good at one thing. And so that's when I decided just to have painting be my one thing. That if I don't get really good at anything else, I would get really good at painting. And so that's kind of what I've been working on for the last 13 years of my life, is getting really good at one thing. One thing that I was really, really good at. Hello, how's it going? Getting there with the highlights. Might be about it where I want to stop with the white. Hey, Blender, I'm always lost in it. I love this color sky, by the way. Should ask you for another painting in the future. I have a few ideas and places. Nice. Can't promise I'll give you the same quote on the other ones. Partly why I gave you such a reasonable quote on this one. I'm doing this one for a lot less than I would normally charge. Partially because I'm just kind of strapped right now and I have a lot of expenses and I just needed any work I could take. But also I just really wanted to do an Oblivion painting. Because I don't have any yet, and this was a good excuse to do one, and yeah, I just always wanted to do an Oblivion painting and haven't really gotten a chance to, so most of my commissions would be a lot more. Just right now on social media, it's really hard, and so I'm just kind of taking any work I can get. Alright, time to stop with the yellow white. Time to go in with the bright orange. I can already see what it's doing there by adding that bright orange. It's super contrasting, making it look a lot more saturated and bright. I did a Borderlands. Like, why is Borderlands like it is today? They tried to like nerf it and make it family friendly or something. Don't understand. Thing orange ahead. Slightly darker orange. Always save enough. Only take some time. Just lucky business went well this time. Yeah, I just lost that job 2 days ago. Oh no. I'm sorry. That sucks. What universe? This one's inspired by the Elder Scrolls. I'm going for is Chorrol from Oblivion. Really oversaturate these colors. Make it look super bright. And the purpose of this area right here is I'm trying to make it look like the sunlight is catching this tree and then pushing the shadows over these. Need to paint a Heroes of Might and Magic 3 landscape. I have not played that game, so if it was a commission, I would do it. Blessed, is he doing better? His voice of like 60% of the characters in Oblivion. Yeah. No, he seems to be doing a lot better. Says he's coming to AwesomeCon, which is the big convention in Washington, D.C. coming up in like a month or two. Says he's still coming to that, so excited to see him there. Seems like he's just grateful to be alive. He's up and moving around and doing stuff, so I'm happy for him. Happy he's on the mend. Golden hour, that's right. Hope he's okay. Love this guy. You know, I never met him. Yeah, he's awesome. As someone who has met him, he's a good guy. It would have been so sad if anything had happened to him. There's some like brick texture. Almost done with the orange. Just almost. Still need to get the tree leaves up here though. This is what we'll highlight leaves with. Amazing art, thank you. These ones are gonna be slightly thicker than the other details. Just using the corner of the brush here. And this paint is going to take a little bit longer to dry since I have to layer it on so thick. It'll be worth it. By putting this orange all up and around these highlighted parts, it's going to make it look more like the lights burning through those areas, not just like sitting there. Once we get the red in here too, it's gonna be really nice. Tree's getting beautiful. Yeah, it is. Much better than when we tried to add the green to it the other day. That wasn't my best move. Was not. Having that purple underpainting makes it look really nice. I really like it. That's nice. I like it. Better and better. This will be my treasure. Nice. Really glad you're enjoying it. What else do I need? Some orange. Some of the branches. Impression that some branches are poking through there. Trying to make the chapel back there look a bit brighter, pushed off into the background. I think it's time to add the red. And this is where it's gonna get really crazy. Gonna get crazy. You're gonna say ruined. We're really gonna add that contrasty look. I'm saving the characters for last, by the way. I have not forgotten them. Hi, how's it going, cast? We are just painting away. Some crazy stuff to our landscape. I guess this is kind of a cityscape. Oblivion intro is a quest. Local countess hires a player as a detective because someone stole a painting of her dead husband that was an original painter and was in love with him. Ah, see, I need to play some. I've started Oblivion a handful of times, but I have never like played all the way through. I just have such a low attention span, and I have so much nostalgia for Skyrim, and it makes playing any other RPG difficult. So I know there's a lot of great quests in there. To make it big and take to your house. Oh, you're amazingly talented. Thank you. Much appreciated. Writing in a prompt of a guy painting an Oblivion inspired piece. Nice. Don't know what that means, but glad you're having fun. It's a great quest, yeah. I need to play it. Two quests around painting. I love this. Yeah, I've heard of the Painted World one. Where you like go into painting. Did real fat. Good, thank you. We're getting there. Definitely a lot better than it looked the other day. Decided to just completely change the color scheme and make it this like just lean into this crazy bright high contrast red, yellow, orange, blue, purple color scheme. I was trying to go for like a soft pink, but I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna go like this crazy color scheme that looks completely different than the game, I'm just gonna lean into it and make something that looks crazy but awesome. So glitch with the brush, if you throw it from your inventory, it will float. Can make a stair of brushes and you can climb on those. That's awesome. Your own take on the world makes it that much more special. Yeah. Got fully commit. The guy that asked about shipping my art before paying says he completely understands and isn't a scammer and still wants to buy it. Hey, if he pays you, then great. But if he doesn't, then just watch out for those. Watch out for those red flags that I talked about in my YouTube video. If he's using any of that like weird verbiage or saying any of those weird phrases that are making your alarm bells go off, then don't do anything with that guy. Or if his name is Micro. Yes. Is there any way he can get it back if it's in my PayPal, do you think? Well, if he's trying to pay with PayPal, just watch out for, like in my video when I talked about the PayPal scam, if he says, oh, there's a problem, let me send you an email. Or if he says, I sent the payment, but then you didn't get the payment, but he says it's in your email, don't do anything with it. Like, only do PayPal if you are like sure that it's all going to be through PayPal. Be very, very careful with those. Don't understand scammers and thieves. They're a more easy way to just work and earn money. Painting is worth 15 days in my work. It's more special. Why they risk their freedom and hurt others? Because they don't care. They don't have any sense of morality. They see an easy way to make money, and so they do it. And a lot of them are from countries where they make a lot less money than Americans do, and so they see us as like taking advantage of the system and as being unfair and making more money than we should, even though the cost of living here equals out to not being, yes, we make more money, but the cost of living is so insane that, like, we have to make that much money or we will also be homeless. And so there's just a disconnect for a lot of scammers where they're proud that they're scamming Americans or scamming people who have money when they don't have money. They see it as like a justice thing, and like, yes, I'm proud that it's like a Robin Hood thing, like steal from the rich and give to the needy, and they see themselves as the needy ones, and so they don't see a problem stealing from rich Americans. And they've justified it to themselves so much that they don't have any remorse about it, because they just see us as wealthy and undeserving of our wealth because we were born into it or whatever. Again, even though the cost of living here is insane. So yes, someone might make $3,000 a month, whereas someone in, you know, in a third world country where these scammers are from, I'm not gonna generalize anything, but just in another country where these scammers are from, if they see $3,000 is equivalent to, you know, 2 years worth of their wages in equal exchange rate, then they see, oh, well, those guys don't need all that money. I'm just going to take it from them. Because they don't need it, and I do, so that's how they justify it. It's kick in exactly the moment someone steals from them, and at that moment, they suddenly are the perfect victim, right? Don't understand thieves. Yeah. No, it's upsetting, but only thing I can do about it is try and spread some awareness, and that's why I made my video. Because there's just a lot of scams going out there. The new baby is doing good. She's with her adopted parents, and the mom is doing good. She came over. They've been having like weekly meetings at our house where the mom comes over and visits, and the adopted mom goes to an appointment, and so they have a time to hang out with just them. So it's good. Let's get some more of this blue in here, just kind of backlighting. Can't wait to show this to my wife. It's perfect. I'm really glad you like it. Is there any way to protect your art, like copyrights? You can, I mean, once you paint a picture, technically you own the copyright on it. Once you sign it and once you make it your own. There's like official ways to do that. You can sign it up with like a copyright office. I've never done that. I don't really know how. Also, I don't own the copyrights to the IPs that I paint. So technically all my stuff is just fan art. None of it's like officially licensed artwork, and so I technically could get in trouble if the IP owners decided to come after me. But that's never happened before. My art anyway. I have had a handful of Etsy listings get taken down, but as far as protecting your own art, just put a watermark on it if you're worried about it. Just don't post it online without a watermark, and that's really all you can do. But really, there's not a whole lot to really worry about, honestly. Because no one's gonna sell your artwork better than you, and your own followers are gonna want to buy it. So I've always sold more artwork than I've had stolen from me, and I've been stolen from by a lot. I've been seen by millions upon millions of people. What's up, Classic? How's it going? Yeah, I've been seen by millions upon millions of people over the course of my time being on social media. And naturally, if someone wants to steal my artwork, they're gonna steal the one that's popular. But if I'm going viral enough to be stolen from, I'm also going viral enough to make enough money on my own artwork that the thieves don't really affect me all that much. Because if I'm going viral, I'm making a lot of print sales. So if you're going viral enough to get stolen from, you will also be making money. Just say when someone prints it out and says it's his, makes money from someone else's work. Scammers are bad, but these people who sell others' work are just trash. I agree. Those ones do make me frustrated, and I have to just kind of turn my brain off to them because it is frustrating that like my social media pages are not doing well, yet someone else can take my art and post it and pretend it's their own, and then they are doing well. So yeah, it's frustrating. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I can report it. I've made videos about it. I've told them to take it down. I've reported it to Meta. I've talked to Meta. TikTok definitely won't do anything because they're making money off of it, and so there's just no point. But all I can do is worry about the stuff that I can control, not what I can't. So I just gotta keep plugging away with what I can control and not worry about what I can't. Many countries law doesn't care about these, even if you report them. It looks like the best way to fight these expose them on their own channel and harass them. So there's time for that. Yeah, and exactly. And they just delete the comments, which is frustrating. Because I did expose them, and I've replied to tons of their comments, and but they just delete the comments and move on with their life and keep on stealing away. So not much I can do. Very frustrating, but I am not gonna waste any more energy on them. Details on our tree there. Pretty nice. I don't know how I'm feeling about this over here. I think I need to make that part darker again. Knock all these darks back in. Go. Really trying to boost that contrast. looking better. For Sky Oblivion, really want to see this place again. Sit under the big oak. Just enjoy the place again. First time in Oblivion, I was amazed by this place. Memories are a strong thing. They really are. You know what's pretty cool? I am actually in contact with some of the devs of Sky Oblivion, and they've already included some of my art that you can walk around in game and look at the walls in game, and you'll see some of my artwork in there. So there's a possibility that I might be able to reach out and have them include this piece as well. But your painting might make an appearance in Sky Oblivion. There is a slight chance. Find this place in there, I'm even more happy and proud to see my family there. Yeah. Your family may just be immortalized. Immortalized in Sky Oblivion. Assuming they are able to release it. Because Bethesda is known to shut projects like Sky Oblivion down. You just gotta hope that they actually are able to release the game. I'm just fiddling around at this point. Just an old brush. Paint your beautiful little family. This will be very silhouetted. Not a ton of detail, but you'll know. By zooming in and so you can see what they look like. Like I said, very silhouetted, but you'll know. No. Okay, puppy. Franklin. I gotta play with that right now. Because I have to. Hand is cramping up from painting such tiny details so up close. Man, that sounds really gross. I hate listening to my puppy just chomping away. watch that scam video. It's very interesting. Hope a lot of people get to see to prevent things like that from continuing to happen. Glad you enjoyed it. I put so much work into that video. Fully aware that social media algorithms definitely hide YouTube videos. I'm fully aware that not a lot of people would probably see it, but I enjoyed making it, and I feel like I communicated what I wanted to communicate in a way that I wanted to communicate it, and I feel like it was pretty informative and straightforward, so I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm glad you got to see it. Very well made. Thank you. Reminds me of Coral from Oblivion. Good. That's exactly what I was going for. Makes me happy. Puppy. You gotta play with your squeaky toy right now. Okay, Franklin. Awesome riff, I agree. Thank you. We're getting there. You're unhappy with it when I saw your stream the other day. Yeah, I was very unhappy with it, but I just decided to lean into the really bright, like super high contrast vibes. The runes Imperial Dragon tattooed on my right arm. Forge a replica of Mehrunes razor. Is more than painting for me. Elder Scrolls is part of me for 2 decades. That's awesome. That's really cool. No, it's been a big part of me and my journey as well. Why it's awesome? It didn't look awesome a couple of days ago. I was really struggling with the colors and the lighting and getting them to a place where I was happy with how they looked. I wasn't super happy with the pinks that I had going. This was mostly pink and purple, and I ended up changing it to be mostly like orange, yellows, reds, a little bit of purple. So really happy with how it looks now. But I was struggling a bit a few days ago. Got it. Hard painting without a reference. I have a reference of the city, but not the colors. So I had to come up with the colors on my own. You have 4 Elder Scrolls tattoos as well. Nice. I made an Elder Scrolls bowl in pottery class the other day. Put underglaze in it and had the Skyrim Imperial logo, Roda around it. Some of these clouds up here looking nice and fluffy. Got a little Oblivion music for the ambience. Yeah. think we're about to wrap this one up. This is just about what I was going for. Did you post pictures of the bowl? Not yet. I wanna wait until it's finished. Put it in for, or no, I'm gonna glaze it. I'm gonna do like a glossy outer glaze across the whole thing, and I didn't have time to do that yet, and so maybe if Shannon is feeling up to it, we'll go this afternoon. Need more yellow on these rooftops. It's too white. Big in this like much looser style than I'm used to. It's really nice. Yes, puppy. You're having a new Oblivion playthrough. This is very much feeling that desire. Do it. What are you waiting for? Just do it. I've just been wanting to play a RPG in general. I just had no energy for it. I spend all day painting or sculpting or working in Blender. Takes up the whole day. And by the time evening comes around, I'm so tired I have no more energy to play games, and so all I can play is something like super simple and dumbed down. Like last night, I had a lot of fun playing Deep Rock Survivor. It's the like spin-off of the Deep Rock Galactic game. I was really enjoying that. It's just like a super simple auto shooter. You only need one button for the whole game. You just kind of run your little guy around and he mines and collects the resources and shoots bugs. It is a blast. Played that for like maybe an hour and a half last night. To fix your PC. Ah, bummer. Play again and again and again. Cannot get bored of it. 20th March next year, Oblivion will be 20 years old. That's crazy. Finally caught a live painting. Love your work. Thank you. Welcome to the live. We're just finishing this one up. Final highlights getting splashed around. Feel the lack of energy. Yeah. What acrylic brands do I use? For acrylics, mostly just anything cheap. Master's Touch. For oils, I usually use Windsor and Newton. Franklin. Just because it's fun. Just now getting into oil painting. Nice. I love oils. I usually do a combination of both oils and acrylics for my pieces. I do the underpainting in oils first, and then I switch. Franklin, you are very distracting with your squeaky toy. Very cute, but you're being very distracting. Crazy little guy. Play with something else. Puppy. These are my favorite series. And it's how I found her, and it's how a lot of people found me. I always credit Elder Scrolls to how I made my mark online. My little painting Bob Ross style. Nice. Those take a long time to dry. They do. Alright, Franklin, let's go outside. Being annoying. Doggy. Doggy woggy. Being a lot today. So this yellow up here as well. Not making it too green. What else can I do to this painting? Is it finished? Just highlight over here. benches. Put a word there together with Wes as painting catches me immediately, so I search for who the artist is, and guess what? Small world. Yep. That's awesome. All right. Well, Peter, are you happy with it? Cause I think I'm about finished. I'm trying to push it as far as I can, and I think I think it's done. Just throw in a few more little highlights all over the place. You done? Heard anything about how Wes is doing? He's doing good. He's still coming to Awesome Con, beginning of April, so I'll get to see him there. Yeah, he's out and about. He's doing stuff. He's still doing his voice acting class. So, from everything that I know, he seems to be on the mend, on the up and up. Very good to hear. Yes. Seems just grateful to be alive. I would be too after something like that. All right, guys. I I think it might be done. Hmm. I saw some windows I could fill in. Something love, art, inspiring things I love, places I love. Yeah. I'm really glad you like it. Oh, I sign it? I think it's done. That's the hard part about commissions is I'm like, okay, well, I like it, but is this what the client had in mind? Use this brush. It's awesome. Thank you. It looks great. Nice. I'm just gonna sign it, and then if Peter has something that he wants me to change, add, I will. For now, I think this is where we're gonna land. It's beautiful. Thank you. You think it'd be a good idea to make something to celebrate it? Maybe. Finishing up the painting. Signature. In the year. There it is. Finished painting. A little zoomy. Zoom in. Here it is. Really hope you guys like this one. Finished piece. Going for some like Thomas Kincaid vibes. The light going across buildings and shadows going down in the foreground. The finished piece is done. Alrighty, well, that's gonna be it for me. I think next on my schedule is I'll go and eat some lunch. Go eat some lunch and then maybe we'll start on our TARDIS painting. Got the reference all made up for that, good to go. And we'll see what happens with that painting. More than love this, it means a lot for me, so thank you. Thank you for the commission, Peter. I'm really glad you like it. Alrighty. A great one. You too. Appreciate you guys joining me for this one. I will catch you all later. Have a fantastic day.